Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Activities for People Living with Dementia. We're proud to offer this series with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and the United Way of Tarrant County. Some of our programs are recorded and some are made available for viewing through our YouTube channel for future use. To find us on YouTube, you can look back and see everything we've ever recorded. Type in the words Dementia Friendly Fort Worth. Then click on our logo, which is a longhorn on a blue background, and then choose the word Videos. I am Martha Brown, your host for today's activities. I don't know about y'all, but I am in need of stretching the seldom used parts of my body that sit in the chair. So I'm going to turn this over to Emily to do Nia-Moving to Heal. Can you help me out this morning, Emily?
Well, I'm going to help you help yourself. How about that?
Okay, I'll take it.
All right. Good. And yes, good morning, all. Nice to be here with you on this. It's a crisp, slightly overcast Monday morning, and it's a holiday week. So there's probably lots of talk in many of our worlds about getting together with our families of origin or families of choice. And it's really, really great to be here with a family of choice, right? We have all chosen to be here together in community today, and that feels really, really good to me. So I just want to acknowledge that right off the bat. So we're going to move our bodies, and I just want to remind everyone that when we practice this movement exercise together, that we want to move in a way that feels safe. We want to move in a way that feels good and that helps us lean towards pleasure and in the opposite direction of pain. And we want to honor whatever it is that we're experiencing in our bodies and in our emotions, in our worlds in this moment right now. So with that in mind, let's take a deep breath in and just kind of sigh out, let some tension go. And we'll do that again, breathing in through the nose, smelling the moment, and then letting that go. And you might want to notice your lung volume there and give it a score on a scale of 1 to 10. If 1 is the least and 10 is the most, just noticing, measuring your lung volume if that feels useful to you. And that gives us something to notice at the end of our practice if you want to see if there's a difference, right? And then with the rest of your body, we're going to notice, are there any places that feel tight or blocked or bound or a little dense or rusty? Anything that needs a little extra love and care today? Before we begin moving our bodies, we just need to notice those places so that we can honor them in our practice. Let's make sure to sit in a comfortable seat with rollers that are locked if you're in a chair that rolls. And we want our feet flat on the floor. We'd like to be barefoot if it's not too chilly, because sensing all of the world underneath our feet is going to help us to have perspective and move through the world around us with more care and ease. So let me get us started with some music. And all right, you'll see the green box up there at the top. Okay, good deal. All right. So real quick, I know some of you are on mute. Feel free to unmute yourself and share with me or with the group one thing you're noticing in your body that you're dancing with, right? And that could be something that's kind of bugging you a little bit. And then one thing that you're dancing with that feels like something you can express gratitude for. So dancing with and gratitude. And anybody who wants to call out something, I welcome that. I'm going to say I'm dancing with some low energy and a heavy heart. And I am grateful that I have what little energy I have. And I'm grateful that my heart is so full of love that it can be this heavy. Anybody?
I'm dancing with a sore right shoulder, and I'm grateful for what I have, my family, my wife, and for the ability to do as much as I can.
Thank you, Don. Yes. Yes. And you don't have to share. So I just want to hold space right now for a couple of minutes. And anybody who wants to share something, and sometimes it's hard, right? It's hard to come up with something.
I will come off of mute to say that I'm dancing with a rumbly tummy this morning. So I'm almost afraid to move too much. And I'm grateful that there's food in my refrigerator and that I don't have to cook for Thanksgiving.
All right.
I'm dancing more overarm, left overarm. I don't know what's wrong with it. And I am just thankful for us and for the community here.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyone else like to share? Okay, should we get started? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move. Oh, okay, I need more thumbs up. One more. Okay, we're ready then. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to work with some music that we have worked with before. It may have been a little while. And it starts off pretty quiet here. So you may just hear some kind of orchestra warming up type sounds. And I'm already warming up, so I'm going to take my sweater off now. And are you all able to see my feet? Okay, good deal. All right. So feet flat on the floor.
Can you move back just a little bit?
Tell you what, I can do something else that's going to help even more. Forgot to switch my camera. Yeah, I think that's going to do it.
Good. Oh, yeah.
Better?
Awesome.
Better? Okay, good. See those feetsies? All right. So you can hear my voice and you can hear the music. Yes? Okay, good. So let's start to close our eyes for a moment and notice the information coming to us from the bottoms of our feet. So I'm going to take a couple of deeper breaths just to let myself settle in. And I'm going to notice my toes. I'm going to notice the balls of my feet. Notice the arches and the heels. I'm going to take a moment to notice my heartbeat, anywhere in my body that I can sense the rhythm of my heart. I'm just going to let my attention float to that place. And now let's start to wiggle our toes and let our eyelashes flutter as we start to bring a little more energy into our experience, moving a little more energy here. We'll lift a heel and press it down, and lift the other heel and press it down. Start to notice your ankle joints waking up, maybe circling around one ankle. You can lift it, you can keep it down on the floor. Your choice. And other side. I want to check in with you now that the music is getting a little louder, and there will be some songs that are louder. Are we still at a good level as far as my voice and the music? Okay, good deal. Nice. And then both feet flat on the floor. I want you to notice the difference between sitting in your chair, kind of relaxed, like you're just hanging out watching TV. Yeah. And then, hold on. Take a deep breath. It's kind of hard when we're sitting like this. Use your exhale to really power yourself up to a nice and tall, grounded position. You're pushing both of your feet actively into the floor. And notice when you push your feet into the floor, the muscles of your thighs start to really wake up. All right. Now, you can relax a little bit in the thighs and keep the connection with the feet in the floor. And then we're going to start to move our spines a little bit. So there's no right or wrong way. I'll invite you to move in certain ways. It's an invitation, and you get to decline. You get to show up for your version of it and then leave when you're ready. Any of this is optional. We're going to move our bodies in our body's way. So I just want you to look for movement in your spine, non-linear, right? So around in a circle or some kind of amoebic shape, anything. Just moving away from a straight line and looking for all of the ways that our spines can mobilize while our feet are stabilized, right? Nice. And then bringing your spine upright again, let's start to find a little bit of movement in one shoulder joint. Now, if you're dancing with a tender shoulder today, whether it's the joint itself or some of the muscles behind the shoulder blade or on the top, there are so many things, right? I want you to notice that keeping your arm a little closer to your body and maybe keeping the elbow bent and shoulders down is gonna help. Yeah. Protecting, but also not fighting intensity, right? Now moving in your wrist, same side, flexing, circling, going all directions. Let's do the other side. The shoulder, just sensing, maybe noticing a real difference between this shoulder and the other. And then you can start to let that movement float into your arm. And this could be big or small. If you're feeling tenderness, it may be closer to the body. If you're feeling freedom to move, move with freedom, right? Dance with freedom. Let's move into the wrist joint on this side. Anything goes. Just try to balance it out in all the directions. Yeah. And then bringing our hands back in, we're going to move back into our feet again, finding stable foundation in our core body. We're going to take a whole foot step, yeah? So it's a step, step, step. And the upper body is just relaxed, and when the upper body is relaxed, it tends to go along and find its own dance. Step, step, nice. So if I relax my arms and allow them to move, this is just kind of what happens, right? And I'm not going to fight what happens. Nice. Now we're going to step, step, and then 2 times on this side. Step, step, 2 on this side. Step, step, and 2. Yeah. Step, step, and 2. So let's move our hands to emphasize the side. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. And then once you get that in your feet, in your spine, whoa. You can start to let your arms dance along too. Yes. Nice. Coming back to our stable foundation. It's just a sway with the palms are up. It's like you're offering up all of the bounty, yeah, that you have in your life. Share it with others. Yes. So you can hear this music has this soaring, joyful quality. Bring that into your spine. Bring that into this offering up with your palms up. Your shoulders feel tender. Keep the elbows close to the body. And see if you can let the neck relax so that you're not trying to fight the movement and tense up in your neck and shoulders where they connect. Yeah, so I might move bigger, but you're gonna move your body's way. Now we can add in our step and keep it. It's up to you. I'm gonna start to look in the direction of my hand. It's an option. And now we're gonna start to get a little smaller. And the palms are facing out. I'm still taking the step, but it's like a tiny, tiny, quiet step. So the movement is really the same. It's just gotten much smaller, different personality, different energy. Nice. And now palms up. Keep the elbows close to your side. There you go. Palms up, close to the side. Now we're going to find this kind of swinging motion. It's like a clock or a pendulum, right? So it's tough, but we're gonna see if we can step twice. It's challenging for me to step twice on one side. And keep the arms flowing. Okay, so if I lose it and I get up in my head, I'm gonna come back to the step. Step. Okay. Step, 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 step. Let's bring in hands. And now arms are going to drip down by the side of the body. Drip, drip, drip. Yeah. Drip. Drip. Now we're going to start alternating in a minute, quickly here. One on each side. It's right here. Drip, center, drip, center. Nice. You're going to sense that your feet have to push into the floor And your side body has to contract here. Yes. Nice. Just a little bit more. This is the last one. Nice. Stepping and reaching. Stepping and reaching. So I'm taking the non-reaching hand behind me. Doesn't matter if that's what you do. I find this allows me to focus a little more. Now both hands. And slowly to the sides and down. Both hands. Slowly to the side. Yes. One more. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. Nice. And now remember our shoulder brush. Yeah, so a step with our shoulder brush. Yeah. Really sensing that shoulder brush as more than just that. Really sensing it in the ribs. Yeah, good. I'm losing my rug. All right. We're going to work with some squeeze release. So there's a stop start. Stop start helps us with agility, right? The squeeze and release helps us with balance and helps us to squeeze muscle in towards the bone, increase circulation. So there's just a shape and a shape and a shape and a shape. And really just the pause and the movement, the mobility and stability, that's your squeeze release. Now let's organize it a little more. So I'm going to take my feet wide and my elbows come up just a little bit. I'm going to take open palms when I come to this position. And then in and out. And in and out. Sense your chest lift. We can slow it way down. We can break it into parts. Or we can go faster. We can go bigger or smaller. And now we're going to let the arms float. So let your feet be the stability, yeah, and let your arms be the mobility. Honoring the shoulder joints, right? Maybe they stay low to the ground. The hands stay low to the ground. Move in your fingers more. In particular, in your ring and pinky finger, right? See if you can move the ring and the pinky more. I know. And now we'll work with crossing middle finger over the ring finger. Extend one leg and draw it in. Extend the other leg, draw it in. Nice. Nice. Allow the undulation in your spine here. Yeah. And now we're going to get a little easier. We're going to work with our squish walk. So squish walk, the balls of our feet stay grounded and we press the heel, like squishing an orange. Now, I want you to notice the difference between a squish walk and what I'm doing now, which is I'm literally shifting the weight in my feet, and it happens to be lifting my foot. Yeah. So now stabilize in your seat, and like there's a string lifting up one knee, and then dropping it, swishes down. Let's do the other side. Yeah, okay. Now let's do a fast version of that. Let your spine dance. Yes. Yes. Here's our chorus. We're going to breathe. Keeping the squish walk if that feels good. I've got a tree up there. I'm going to alternate palm directions as I bring my hands down. Nice. Now we're going to squish twice on each side. Squish. Squish. And I'm going to press down as well. Squish. Squish. Now both sides. Nice. Let's take the other palm on top. And now switching to duck walk. We'll move our arms up as we breathe. Alternate palm directions down. So if you've been doing this with us for a while, these moves might feel comfortable to you, but maybe not, right? Either way, allow your body to have fun with it. We're going to go up one more time. And then palm directions alternate in front of us. Yeah, let's do that again. Alternate. You can change which arm is in front. Doesn't matter. Keep the duck walk. And now heels of the hands as we take a step. So we're mirroring the hands and feet. Now what about out? Striking out. Here's our chorus. Are we ready? Now this time, we're gonna go so much slower. Hello, branches. And this time, stay. Allow yourself to sway. But let this link come from your spine. Nice. And a little circle of your chest, isolating to the front and the back. Nice. We'll let the arms float. And now we're going to isolate the chest going the other direction. So stay grounded in your feet and your seat. Let your spine and your core help you isolate your chest. That's beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's reground. Let's connect with our breath. Let's connect with the rhythm of the heart. definitely connect with the feeling of our feet on the floor. Taking a moment to say thank you, body, for everything leading to this moment, and thank you for this moment. Great. Okay. So let your awareness shift to the music and just take a moment of pause. It's sometimes helpful to close your eyes. And the reason we're going to close our eyes and just sit still for a moment is to let the nervous system adapt. And then anytime you're ready, you're going to start to open your eyes and move your fingers. So creepy crawler fingers work well. Anyway, so moving all of the digits, there's no right or wrong. It's all just working those tendons that go all the way up the arm. Nice. Now, what about a big stretch? And then we could take the other hand in front or on top. Feels a little strange. Yeah. And use an exhale. And now, right here, I'm just gonna kind of lean into the back of my body like I'm scratching my back on a post, right? And you can let your arms release right there, but just kind of scratch your back on the post. And we want to sense like a stretch in the space behind our heart there. Okay. And then we can come back to chest lifted, like lion chest, right? And then let's alternate. So we're taking our inhale here where we're puffing up, right? Full of air, full of hot air in the chest. And then the exhale, allowing the spine to express itself through the back of the body. So we'll do that one more time. I'm going to turn facing you now because I think you get it. And they didn't fall out, Don. They almost did. I could sense it. And let your hands release down by your sides. Bring your feet underneath you, about the same distance as your hips. Yeah. And then we're going to take a gentle circle of the head, so allowing the chin to drop towards the chest. And then lifting one ear up towards the sky as you roll the other ear toward the shoulder. And you can go any direction. Some folks don't like to go to the back, and that's okay. If that feels unsafe or painful, those are important messages for us to honor. So it's very good to move slowly here. And that way we don't hurry past some good information, some of that pure intelligence that we can receive from the body about how to best self-heal. So moving around your head in a circle, taking the time to pause and sit in the places where you feel, there's an extra bit of relief available, little extra space. And then you can go to that other side and see maybe there's something symmetrical to offer, but it's okay if the body doesn't show up in a symmetrical way. We can offer and honor what shows up. And then slowly bringing your head back up to neutral. I want you to sense that there's an evenness in the lift of your chest, right? So the chest is not puffed up as it was before, but it's also not rounded, right? So there's this kind of floating chest, floats above the hips, feet firmly in the ground, and the head floating above the chest and shoulders. You can sense there's this string attached, and you could even go and pull a little bit of your hair and right at the crown, just a tiny bit, and it's gentle, right? It's so gentle, but it just helps you bring some awareness to the length in your neck, your cervical spine. And I can release that down and see if I can keep all of the space without having to use that tool. And now taking arms way out and exhaling across the body, big hug. Just give yourself a full breath here. When you're ready, you can start to let your arms slide down and apart as you inhale. And exhale, the other arm comes on top. I'm going to relax my jaw. And you guys hear Lolly barking. And we're so peaceful that we can sit here in our peace with a barking dog, and we are not moved. Start to let your arms slide down. And then we're going to let them stay touching right here until the fingertips are touching. And then we'll turn the other hand on the inside and bring the fingertips together again, like a little handshake between your fingertips. And as you're doing this, let your shoulders relax. So you can bring your hands way down if you want to. Just let your shoulders relax. And then slowly let your fingers separate, but still hold them right where they are in place. Just sensing the magnet between each of your fingertips. And then let's take a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. Apply just enough pressure to say, hey, I've got you. Like a comforting touch. I'm here for it. So as we step out into this day and into a week where gratitude is a focus, family and togetherness are a focus, let's take a moment to be in gratitude for all the ways that we're able to experience and delight in togetherness and community. bodies and minds and spirits that all play together. And so it is. Let's clear the space. Reach way up. And just throw out whatever you don't need right now. Anything that's left over, tension-wise, just throw it to the curb. Sweeping away all distractions as you move into your day. Thank you, friends.
Emily, you are always just what we need.
Likewise. Likewise, friend.
I hope that has waked everybody else up a little bit. It did me. And Emily's going to do this 2 more times today. Heaven bless her.
But you got that energy, Emily.
That's right.
And we don't care about the dog.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's just the dog.
Oh.
What dog?
I know.
Yes. What dog? Well, everybody have, oh, let's see what's coming up.
Yep.
I can see that Don would say, well, what's coming up if we don't know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. There's Nia, 10:30, 11:30, and 1:30. Tomorrow we have bingo, 10:30, 11:30, and 1:30. Yetta, by any chance, will you be with us tomorrow? Or you?
No,
Okay.
I will.
You still got your other Tuesday thing going, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, we will miss you. And Wednesday
Thank
we
you.
have Peggy Spear bringing us. It's not food; it's kitchens.
Kitchen, yes, that's right.
Okay, all right.
I need to change that, but it's about.
We did food last week.
Yes, we did. And
Yeah.
I changed the date, but I didn't change the
Fun.
word. Well, she'll be with us Wednesday morning. Everybody have a fabulous day.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Martha.
You too.
Thank
Bye,
everybody
everybody.
for sharing
Everyone.
today.
Bye.
Bye.